Hello, welcome to our midweek message. I'm Reverend Chris. I'm the team rector in the Golden Cap Benefice, and you join us on Thursday, the 18th of May. I thought I'd come outside today because it's such a beautiful day. I've just come back from walking my dog, whose tail you might see wagging in the background from time to time. I like to go on a couple of daily walks with him, and I usually take a circular route because I'm a big fan of circular walks. Because whenever my wife suggests that we go walking somewhere, I usually have two questions. And I say, is it circular? And is there a pub en route? And she likes the answer to both those questions to be yes as well. So we're a match made in heaven. But I always like to end up where I started, unless I'm walking a pilgrimage route with a particular destination in mind. I like to sort of begin where I started, and then I don't have to worry about getting back to the car. Today the church celebrates Ascension Day, and on Ascension Day we recall the way that Jesus returned to the place from which he came. He walked the circular journey of life and death and life again, a journey that we walk with him. And Ascension is about him returning to the place from which he came. He began his life with God. He came to earth and journeyed his life on this earth with God, and then returned to God at his ascension. And this is a journey that we walk with Christ throughout the Christian year. We prepare for his arrival during Advent. And then at Christmas time, we celebrate his coming among the mess and muddle of our ordinary human lives. And throughout the Christian year, through Epiphany and the seasons, we remember the many things that Jesus did in his life on earth, the miracles that he performed, the wonders and signs he gave of this new kingdom that God was bringing, the kingdom of heaven coming to earth. And then we walk through Christ during Holy Week as we walk in his footsteps, final meal with his friends, suffering betrayal and rejection and crucifixion alongside criminals. We experience the bewilderment and confusion of Holy Saturday as we contemplate a world where God is dead. And then the new life that comes on Easter Sunday, and the promise of the Holy Spirit that as Jesus ascends, that he will not leave his followers comfortless, but he will send his Spirit so that he can be with them always. So Jesus began in eternity, came to earth, walked his life in the presence of God, and then returned back to the place from which he came. And of course, this is our destiny too as Christian people. We came from God. We walk the journey of our lives with God, with the presence of God's Holy Spirit within us. And eventually, we will return to the place from which we came. We will journey back to God. So my prayer for us this Ascension Day is that we would find encouragement from knowing that just as Jesus returned to the place from which he came, so we too will return to the place where we started, in the heart and mind of God. And I pray too, with Pentecost approaching, that as we walk our earthly journeys through this life, that we may know that continuing presence of God's Holy Spirit with us. So however this finds you today, may God bless you with a deeper sense of his presence and the reassurance of knowing that your destiny is to return home to the place from which you came. May God bless you today, and see you next time. Happy Ascension Day.